Hey guys, it's Chris. We're back again to talk a little bit more in depth about what the hell is actually going on with vaping right now and how essentially the US government's trying to kill the entire vape industry single handedly with their flavor ban. I would like to discuss the flavor ban itself, the pros and cons of that, majoritively cons, the jobs that this killing the entire vape industry is going to affect for Americans, and it's a lot. And then we're going to talk about some of these medical facts that everybody keeps hearing about, these testimonies from, the medical field, because they've always had our best interests in mind, which I definitely don't believe. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive into that. So the flavor ban Trump's trying to pass, we've already seen it in Massachusetts, we've seen it in New York, and it single-handedly will kill the vape industry. So we can go ahead and take a pause while Philip Morris goes ahead and gets a jig on. Yeah, it's enough of that. So the flavor ban, which means a vape shop can only sell tobacco-flavored e-liquid or flavorless e-liquid, which 98% of people don't buy. We have a lot of customers who do buy those products, but the majority of customers who also buy those products buy flavors as well. They like that, but then they like a flavor. You get tired of one thing, you move to another. Everybody's the same way. Nobody can just drink the same thing every single day. You change it up. We're human. So banning flavors will kill the vape industry. Now, their justification for this is that flavors appeal to children and that vaping is killing people or making people sick or hospitalizing people and all of the above. Well, let's say this. Right now, it's actually black market THC cartridges that are hospitalizing kids. That's hospitalizing teens, that's hospitalizing people. The vape that is making people sick is the Juul. Juuling's not good. I've never been a fan of the Juul. We personally do not carry the Juul here in this shop. The Juul is a tobacco company product. It was their if you can't beat them, join them kind of tactic. They're about $5.4 billion a year being taken away from big tobacco, so they created the Juul. And now it's making people sick. I don't understand why anybody is shocked about this. Cigarette companies have been killing people and making people sick since the beginning of cigarette companies. So why are people surprised that a cigarette company product is still making people sick and hospitalizing people? It only makes sense. 1 and 1 is always going to make 2 no matter how you do the math. So yeah, people shouldn't be shocked over the fact that Juuls are making people sick because Juuls are made by big tobacco. Another thing with the flavor ban, let's see, black market flavors will become a thing. So just stopping, shops from selling flavors isn't going to stop people from getting what they want. Laws don't stop criminals from doing what they're going to do. Criminals do their thing, the law does its thing, and that's kind of how that goes. So if you stop allowing companies to legally sell flavors of e-liquid, people are going to make them, people are going to craft them, create them, sell them on the black market, just like the THC cartridges that are already happening. So THC cartridges on the black market equal death. Essentially, banning flavors will create a new black market product for e-liquid that's flavored, which people aren't going to know what's in that as well, and that's going to cause more death and harm. You're literally not solving any problem by banning flavors. You're just opening a new market for people to just make them themselves, which is pretty easy. Let's see this. What's in some vape juice? You have vegetable glycerin, which is non-toxic and used as a sweetener in the food industry. You have liquid nicotine, which contains some salt and it's nicotine, and then water-based food flavoring to give the vapor an actual taste. Compare that to cigarettes. What's in a cigarette? You got carbon monoxide, which is released in car exhaust fumes, formaldehyde, which is an embalming fluid, hexamine, which is found in barbecue lighter fluid, also lead, which is used in batteries. These are all items that are contained within a cigarette that is perfectly legal to sell in the United States. So a few people get sick off of something that has nothing to do with vaping, we need a flavor ban to kill the entire industry when 500,000 people a year plus die from smoking cigarettes, and another 100,000 plus people a year die from secondhand smoke from a perfectly legal product, cigarettes. Does that make any sense? Oh, wait, let's think about it. Even if it was true that, let's say, 10 people died from vaping, as messed up as it is to say, the statistics support it in this country that it's good to go. 500,000 people a year die from smoking, and another 100,000 a year people die from secondhand smoke. That's 600,000 people a year from smoking, which is legal. We're not banning cigarettes. And 10 people throughout all of vaping history have died, so they say. Well, that's some damn good math. It's pretty messed up, but that's some damn good math right there. 10 people. That's good. It's messed up, but let's be real here. This is the real world. We're not here to sugarcoat, hold anybody's hand. Real world, 10 versus 600,000, over 500,000 people a year consistently and consecutively. Those are some damn good numbers. I'd run those all the time, every day of the week. Also, with the flavor ban, they say, oh, it appeals to children. Well, children can't come in here and buy anything at all. They can't get help. They can't ask questions. They can't receive answers. They can just be helped back behind the door. If you're under 18, if you're a 16-year-old, you're getting the hell out of the shop. That's just what it is. I'm not risking my job and my livelihood to sell you a product so I can be cool or, come on, man, help me out. It's not my job to help you out. My job is to sell a legal product and do my customer service to the best that I can. So with that being said, it's BS, right? So the jobs that this would impact, let's see, you have every brick and mortar shop in the United States. You also have the warehouse employees that create the bottles, companies like Chubby Gorilla, awesome bottles for e-liquid, the warehouses that these products are housed in, the shipping companies and freight companies that move these products all across the United States, the delivery men, the delivery drivers. These are all United States employee jobs that will be lost if the industry dies. This is millions of dollars in tax revenue every single year to the United States government. It's insane. Now, the medical industry, right? They have all these facts about things. Well, I'll tell you right now, to your face, illness is money, people. Illness is money. Cures do not benefit the government. Cancer is a big industry. Charging people for cancer and chemotherapy and medications to prolong life is money. That's what the medical field does. They want you ill so they can cure you. If there was no cancer, there would be no cancer doctors. There would be no cancer education. There would be none of that. So curing something is not in the best interest of the government. Why cure a problem? You won't be able to charge them for the solutions, the minor solutions in which you give. So all these medical facts that are coming out, if you actually look into them and look into the case studies, it's BS. I can tell you right now, I've looked into them, about a couple hundred of them, and a lot of it's BS. The most ground they have is wet lung. And I can give them that to a certain extent, but it's not as bad as they're blowing it out to be. So within that, you have to take it how you can, I guess. In the medical industry, they say this, they say that. But at the end of the day, illness is money. Cures do not benefit the government in any certain way. So with that being said, keep on vaping. If you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe. And if you like any more information, just go ahead and let me know what you want to talk about. And until next time, guys, stay informed.